You better be ready for this next title defense. I've got someone lined up who's not the biggest fan of your work. This one's going to be personal.
The following is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE United States Championship.
It's the United States Champion looking to continue dominance.
The United States champ has been on quite the run as of late. Even if you don't like how he goes about his business, you have to admit he's handling it.
You have to give some credit to his associate, Hector Flores. Whatever the champion needs done, however twisted it may be, Hector is there and willing to do it.
The champion hopes to make quick work of their opponent, whoever it is. Jimmy Uso is here to settle a personal vendetta.
Just when the Archetype thought they had moved past this rivalry, they have to face the consequences of their actions yet again.
You ain't gonna just get away with assaulting someone's father that easy. The champ might be in trouble here tonight, facing a fired-up Jimmy Uso who's looking to settle a score.
Jimmy Uso is fighting for his family and a championship.
Introducing the challenger from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 251 pounds, Jimmy Uso! And his opponent from Bad Street, Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 318 pounds, the WWE United States Champion, Brian Scott!
45 years of history behind that, the United States Championship. The champion had no idea who he'd be facing tonight, and it turned out it's an opponent with a whole lot of motivation.
It's hard enough not knowing who you're up against, Cole, but then it turns out to be someone who's got a major axe to grind. Good luck with that.
I hear you, Booker, but we've seen the former archetype do whatever is necessary to win. I think that still gives him the slight edge here against Jimmy Uso.
And he re-enters into the ring. Oh, clothesline! Specifically targeting the leg.
Oof, that's going to leave a mark. Victory at all costs. When your title's on the line, you do whatever you must.
Oh, God.
Ripped all the way up into a spine buster.
Demoralizing spot for Jimmy Uso.
Jimmy's getting exposed.
Counter. Saw it coming. Jimmy showing how much punishment he can withstand before getting his own offense in.
Maybe Jimmy's found a new source of aggression to battle back with.
Oh, man. That was low.
Now's not the time to worry about rules. Now you know you're in a fight with a champion that will do whatever it takes to win.
Ooh, vicious kick to the spine. Jimmy Uso is hoping the element of surprise will allow him to get some revenge on behalf of his family here tonight.
Jimmy sent crumbling to the ground.
Things are heading ringside now.
Crashing into the barricade with such force.
And he gets delivered back into the ring.
Springboard.
Mistiming with that springboard.
Sliced bread, but powered through.
But a counter power slam. Just sent crashing to the arena floor.
And he's taking this to the outside now.
Whip back into the ring. Climbing to the top. What's he thinking?
Soaring.
Oh, drop!
The champion is willing to take every risk tonight.
He's hurled out and crashes down to the floor. Taking things to the outside.
Going downstairs with a low blow.
And there's no other way to say it, fellas. That is going to hurt for a long time.
Serious impact with the barricade.
Climbing to the top turnbuckle now.
From the top rope. Through the air. It connects. You got to be a certain kind of crazy to even think about attempting that kind of offense. But I can't say it didn't pay off. Holy, meet the barricade.
Jimmy is locked in on his opponent now.
I understand getting yourself fired up, but he needs to stay on his opponent. Phenomenal forearm!
Jimmy sent flying out of the ring.
Incoming! You gotta be kidding me!
Wiping out the competition, but also possibly yourself.
He's in a precarious situation.
Fatigue is setting in for the challenger.
Yeah, I don't think this is the way anyone planned for this thing to go.
Sent flying hard into those steel steps.
Under the ropes and back into the ring.
Oh, man, he has that insatiable look in his eyes.
Dangerously close to getting counted out now, fellas.
Spear nearly cut in half.
Jimmy's looking helpless to every attack.
Jimmy Uso has to trust his instincts at this point. Oh!
He quickly slides into the ring.
How benevolent he is, giving these people time to take their pictures and really get a true glimpse of greatness. Oh, gosh, our ref getting caught in the crossfire.
Oh, ref in the way there.
Hung out to dry.
Getting mentally in check, and I think the physicality part is coming soon. Reciprocating the initial reversal. The US champ is overcoming the surprise factor just as I predicted.
How about this for a surprise factor? Main event Jey Uso is in the house.
The champion better keep his eye on the ball here.
Jimmy Uso has the United States title.
And the champ has no idea. Boom!
Jimmy with the cover.
That's it. We've got a new United States champion.
The so-called archetype was beaten at his own game. Credit to Jimmy and his brother Jey Uso. This was a team effort.
And it looks like there's some discord between the now former champ and Hector Flores.
You hate to see it. What a night for the entire Uso family.
It was a long trip back here, so I had a lot of time to think about what happened in your match. I feel like I let you down.
It wasn't your fault. I was actually impressed how you stopped Jay from interfering. Nothing you could have done about Jimmy nailing me with my own belt.
I should have done something.
Maybe, but you'll have another chance. Aldous has booked us against the Usos in a steel cage match at Saturday night's main event.
I'll be ready.
Good. Because depending on how things go in this match, a lot could change. One way or the other.
It's the fallen hero and his partner who he's dragged down with him.
The following contest is a tag team steel cage match. And at a combined weight of 520 pounds, Brian, Scott, and Hector
The Archetype and Hector Flores are in trouble here. There's still a lot of bad blood over what they did to Rikishi, and now there's nowhere to run inside that steel cage.
That may be true, but don't forget the former champion has got to still be stinging from the US title loss. That will provide some extra motivation in the cage tonight.
And at a combined weight of 493 pounds, the team of Jimmy and main event Jay, the Usos.
The Usos look focused, seeking revenge for everything that's transpired the last couple of months.
The Archetype crossed the line. Taking his title wasn't enough. Tonight, the Usos are really going to make him and his minion pay.
We are this close to seeing four men tear each other apart.
What can we expect here, guys? Chaos, turmoil, bloodshed?
All of the above and more, Michael. These four can't stand each other, and now they have no option but to fight to a finish.
All I know is this match will change these four men forever. You can guarantee that.
Drop kick! Jay got caught.
Big time, belly to belly.
I don't think people realize the amount of strength it takes to hurl someone like that. Fists are flying in this brutal steel cage match as these four men settle their differences once and for all. Going through the arena. Big clothesline. Oh, that'll turn your skin red.
Into a spine buster. Debilitating attack on the leg. Clearly had a strategy going on there with the attention on the leg.
He's hooked up. Neck breaker. Just tossed. You should get airline miles for that.
I honestly can't believe we just saw a human being tossed like that.
Using the top rope to start the climb.
Just going all out with every blow. Jimmy saw it coming. And he has started to ascend the cage wall now. Victory could be close at hand, but first he's got to get himself over the top of the cage.
Obviously drained from the climb, but he's got to power through.
And he crashes back down before getting too far.
That's a tough fall, even if you manage to land correctly.
Down they go. He comes crashing back down.
That's a wake-up call early on.
Oof, that will rock you.
Planted with a uranagi.
Drop kick. He's gearing up for something.
Take it for a ride with a urinal.
Oh, he went low. The humanity. Prime example of working smarter, not harder. That's what I say.
Oh, using the rope to their advantage.
Steel. Right in hand.
That kind of force in the arm can have lingering effects. And that was certainly a targeted attack to the core.
The summit of this steel cage is in sight, gentlemen. Senton connects. Ripped all the way up into a spine buster.
Having a seat at the very top of the steel cage. And all he has to do is finish getting over the top of the cage, and he's home free.
He's almost there, but it looks like he's struggling to get that other leg out.
Bam! Spine buster. I don't know if Jey Uso can withstand much more of this.
Yeah, Jey needs to rethink his strategy fast. Look at Flores getting the crowd involved.
He's able to reverse it. He manages to stem the tide of attacks.
And now's his chance to get back into this thing. Shoving him into the corner now.
There it is! Reversal! Oh, he fights Jey back.
Hector Flores turning up the intimidation factor.
Carefully continuing that journey towards the top of the cage.
He climbed. Wait, standing on top of the cage.
For the love of God, there is no reward to this kind of risk.
Oh, God. Uncorks a thunderous chop. Spear! Bam! Down he goes.
Going to try and scale the steel cage wall.
Gotta be cautious here, man.
That's what.
Hector even more determined than ever now.
Making that climb up that cage wall, man.
And he's straddling the top of the cage, just feet away from making it to the outside.
Taking his shot, looking to exit the cage now.
And that was an effective attack, guys. Damage is starting to take its toll on him.
Yeah, the Usos not looking thrown off in the least.
Impressive awareness from him.
And Flores is turning to the crowd for assurance.
Yet another targeted attack to the torso there.
And for main event Jey Uso, this is as much about a mental advantage as a physical. Look at the power. F5.
Jimmy with a cause for alarm. Ooh. Back elbow completely cuts them off.
There it is, the spear.
He's going to ascend the cage.
That's right, put your ones up in the air for main event Jey Uso.
Looking to find more grip for the climb of the cage.
Making it to the top of the cage, balanced and seated now. He's getting even closer to making an escape.
Making his way out, his nerves might be getting the best of him.
And he turned it around. Victory could be close at hand, but first he's got to get himself over the top of the cage.
Not a lot of room for error up here.
Carefully planning his escape.
Hector Flores turning up the intimidation factor.
Here are your winners, Brian, Scott, and Hector Flores.
The former archetype and Hector Flores have escaped with a victory.
Of course, these two took the easy way out. The Usos gotta be frustrated.
A win is a win, right?
I know you're not the cordial type these days, but you still haven't told me if you like the gift I sent you.
I've been putting it to good use. Just ask Shinsuke and Rikishi.
Nonetheless, I've been meaning to thank you.
Thank me? For what?
You did an excellent job warming up the crowd for my client's main event title defense later tonight. But more generally speaking, I wanted to thank you for everything that you've done since the Raw after Mania. When you weren't sulking away in your gym fighting nobodies, you wasted precious time going around the world searching for something that was never there. In the meantime, my client, Braun Breaker, was growing stronger, successfully defending his championship against every top competitor WWE has to offer. So I thank you, not for anything you've done, but for what you haven't done. See, when you turned down my services, that was the best thing that ever happened to me. If we had worked together, you would have dragged me down with you into your world of failure and depravity, just like you have with your sycophant, Hector Flores. Yeah, don't think I haven't noticed what you've done to him. So that's it. 2 simple words from preventing a downward professional spiral that I may have never recovered from. Thank you.
I have 2 words for you, Paul. Braun's finished. When I get back to Raw, your client will be no match for what I've become. I will take his title, bury him with that shovel, and you will be left with nothing. And that's not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
I gotta say, these conversations are getting more and more difficult.
No one's forcing you to talk to me.
No, but I feel an obligation to say something. To make sure you're okay. Look, I'm not here to say I told you so, but since we last spoke, you've lost your title. That was a direct consequence of you taking things too far.
Let me guess. But it's not too late to change.
It's not. And if you decide to make that change, I'll be waiting to support you the entire way. You have my word.
You can keep it.
I told you I'd be ready. That was a hell of a win we just pulled off.
It was. Beating the Usos is no small feat. Beating them when they're pissed off in a steel cage is even more impressive.
I've heard that we're next in line for a shot at the tag titles.
I'm focused on the WWE Championship.
Why not both? Imagine having a title belt on each shoulder. That is, if you're on board.
Actually, I'm not on board, Hector.
Okay. We can put off the tag title match.
Stop saying we. I'm not on board with going after the tag titles because I'm not on board with you. I am sick and tired of carrying you around everywhere I go like some kind of parasite, sucking every ounce of success out of my veins. Remember when I said it wasn't your fault when I lost my United States title? I lied. We both know you failed, and it cost me.
I was the only one who stuck around at your wrestling school. I dealt the deciding blow that set us on this path. Then I helped you terrorize SmackDown. I sold my soul for you. I thought that meant something.
That's the difference between you and I, Hector. You think I know. And I know I am done with you.
Yeah? Well, I know you'll pay for this someday. Karma's coming.
We'll see. In the meantime, I'm gonna do what I came back for, and that's win the WWE Championship. Without you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the greatest WWE champion of the 21st century.
That's right. And I will be champion again now that I've broken every branch of the Bloodline family tree. Not to mention dropping that deadweight Hector Flores. You guys pay the electric bill, Saxton? Anyway, I'm not talking about Hector ever again. He's the past. And what I want to talk about is the future. Me beating Braun Breaker for the... What the...
We're here. You've damned yourself, turning your back on the light. Now, the darkness is coming.
We're gonna wrap things up.